And so I just think that
receiver in 2023, and this had to feel good. Its first touchdown of the year. Jaguars back on top by 7.
What is it, man? What you mean? Man, that nigga said he was going to be back late. She ain't showed up yet.
This had to feel good. Its first touchdown of the year.
Where nigga, I'll be back home later. That's all he said. I'll hit him in a minute.
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go check, go check.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. You look at this Niner defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. T, throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Trick the Eagle! Trick the Eagle! Ready?
And Walker once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Back to throw. T. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught, pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. And going right back to Walker. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty.
Made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun. T. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. But you often and say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Niners had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46, here's 2nd down at a yard. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the 2nd part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. T. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. T. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And that's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Teague. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco are going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, Purdy. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try now for Moody. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Seahawks, nothing. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Again, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Is
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they needed two. They could only get one. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Myers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Fights him off. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Teague. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run again with Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Niners 26, Seahawks 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Purdy from the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Walker to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, check that, street.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And complete to Smith and Jigba. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
18 Radley. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
He's back to throw. He completes this to Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this with Charles would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.